I'm going to need to interface with this data port to get the chest to open. It'll take some time, and you'll need to stay nearby to keep the signal strong enough. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's going to be an old-school hacking moment, like in the good old days when computers were new. Remember that movie Swordfish? Classic. This is like that, except with flying slugs and exploding critters. Perfect! I did it! Actually, I did it 30 seconds ago, but I wanted to add a little more tension to the moment. Chest is now unlocked. You're welcome. Bingo! That is indeed the piece of software we were looking for. Uploading it now. And done! The planet cannon stored in our orbital warehouse should now be properly calibrated on arrival, allowing us to reach other planets in this system. Exciting! Speaking of which, it's time to call it down to the surface. And while we're at it, we may as well add another research pen that fits the climate of our next destination. Hot and arid is in our future! Wait, what's that? Something's wrong. Ah! Someone has hacked into your Habitat PC and left behind a message? Okay, well, I recommend heading back to watch it. What if it's ransomware? Or a worm? Or spyware?
Please forgive this intrusion. But by now you must be wondering how you ended up in this state. Why did Alta bar you? How did you end up in this lost corner of the universe? How did your gear end up strewn across the planet? And while I cannot answer all these questions, in the end, I will answer some. I too have been wronged by Alta. I too have been forced to find purpose on a strange alien world. So come and find me, new friend. This is a mystery we will solve together. Ah, crap!
Hey, caveman!
Well, that was strangely ominous.
Hard burgers that
I
can
presume
shatter your
whoever it
teeth.
was will get back in contact when it's appropriate.
Squirt! With the juiciest burgers in the galaxy. Burger Squirts.
Alrighty then. If you can't wait any longer to leave this lush and humid planet to explore the rest of the star system, then just head to the perfectly calibrated planet cannon and load yourself in. Signal is getting stronger. I think I see it. Submerged over there in the swamp. Can you scan it for me, please? Oh, Flashback Friday! That looks like one of Kindred's old launch vehicles. I wonder what it's doing down here. But, we must have tripped some automated security, because we seem to be receiving a message on an old Kindred aerospace frequency. Very odd. Check it out on the Habitat's main screen. Oh. I must have tripped the automated security while poking into the Kindred archives about that old spaceship you found in the swamp. Because we seem to be receiving a message on an old Kindred aerospace frequency. Very odd. Check it out on the main screen. That's some kind of amber or resin, but nothing in your current gear can put a dent in it. I guess I could upgrade your pouch to be able to carry the kind of dangerously corrosive stuff that might destroy it. But I'd need access to some local and highly potent acid. Sadly, I'm not detecting anything appropriate around here. But I'll keep a sensor out for that. Promise. What an interesting crystal formation. Another clump of empty buildings never to be lived in or used. A marvel of engineering! Ready to launch you off-planet at a moment's notice! Efficiently, probably painlessly, and impressively forcefully!
Okay, so I spent some time looking into that old Javelin you found based on its VIN number. And I am pleased to say that it was one of our deluxe models. So it should still be salvageable. Melinda! The deluxe, now! Grab me a cheeseburger too while you're at it, thank you so much. It does look like it's been there for a while. And who knows what happened to the pilot? And do we even care? I don't think so. Why? Because it's ours now. All we need to do is repair it. No, not the chop suey. No, we need the deluxe, not the regular. The deluxe. Keep going. Yes, Melinda, just over there. I dug into the automated diagnostics to isolate the damage, and I sent those blueprints to your 3D printer. All you have to do now is gather the right resources and print them. If you pull it off, you might even wind up back on Earth. Imagine the look on their faces at Alta when you turn up at their doorstep. Revenge is best served cold and in person. Together, we will get back what they have stolen from us. Kindred will rise again.
Okay, so
would you
the good news is that this Tweed guy just sent us 2 new blueprints for parts we need to fix that Javelin. Bad news is that the ship is still lying half submerged in the swamp. First, we'll need to do something about that. is more what I expect in a distant alien world. Empty, arid,